Could Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S25 Fan Edition finally break the stereotype of budget phones looking and feeling cheap? If the latest reports are true, that's exactly what might happen. While Samsung has already launched for Galaxy S25 models this year, it's saving something special for later, and that's the Galaxy S25 Fan Edition, expected to arrive around September or October. What's different this time? According to new leaks from South Korea, Samsung is planning to equip the Galaxy S25 Fan Edition with a flexible organic light-emitting diode display panel, the same kind used in its premium Galaxy S flagships. This isn't a foldable screen, but a panel that replaces rigid materials with thinner, more flexible ones. That means the Galaxy S25 Fan Edition will not only be lighter, but also slimmer, reportedly coming in at just 7.4mm thick, compared to 8.0mm on its predecessor. That might seem like a small number on paper, but in daily use, it makes a noticeable difference. A thinner design usually feels more comfortable in the hand and looks more refined, and in the competitive world of smartphones, looks matter. It's not just about the body, though. Samsung is also rumored to shrink the bezels around the Galaxy S25 Fan Edition's 6.7-inch display. With slimmer edges, users get more screen space and a sleeker viewing experience, which enhances everything, from watching videos to browsing photos. What's interesting is how this move could change the entire perception of the Fan Edition lineup. These phones have always aimed to bring flagship-like experiences at a lower price, but they often cut corners in design. Not anymore. With a thinner body and a better screen, the Galaxy S25 Fan Edition could look and feel like a much more expensive phone, even while keeping the price affordable. And this gives Samsung a clear way to set it apart from the Galaxy S series, which is also improving rapidly. The S series might be getting smarter and faster, but the Galaxy S25 Fan Edition is about to raise the bar in design and display quality. Even though it's not expected to be unveiled at Samsung's upcoming Unpacked event, which will focus on the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Galaxy Z Flip 7, the S25 Fan Edition might steal the spotlight later in the year. Samsung has been on a mission in 2025 to make its devices slimmer across the board, and this new Fan Edition seems to be part of that push. By adding flexible organic light-emitting diode technology and cutting down thickness, Samsung is making its affordable models just as visually impressive as its premium ones. This could be great news for people who don't want to pay over $1,000 for a phone, but still want something that looks and performs like a flagship. If Samsung prices the Galaxy S25 Fan Edition right, it could easily become one of the most attractive mid-range smartphones of the year. So is this the Fan Edition that finally gets everything right? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this update and want more tech news made easy, be sure to hit like and subscribe to stay in the loop. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. What if Samsung's next big battery upgrade turns out to be more hype than substance? That's what a lot of people are starting to wonder about the Galaxy S26 series, especially after new reports suggested some hopeful improvements, only for doubts to quickly return. Let's break it down. Samsung has reportedly teamed up with ITM Semiconductor to work on smarter, more durable batteries for the Galaxy S26. This partnership is focusing on a new technology called epoxy molding compound, which helps protect the battery by managing heat, blocking moisture, and reducing interference inside the phone. These changes could help the battery last longer, especially during intense tasks like gaming or fast charging. It also allows Samsung to make the battery protection circuit smaller, creating more space inside the phone, which sounds promising if they actually use that space wisely. But that's where things get tricky. While this all sounds great, in theory, the report doesn't confirm that Samsung will increase the actual battery capacity. And that's where the disappointment begins. It's likely that the Galaxy S26 could end up with the same 3,900 mAh battery found in the Galaxy S25, just wrapped in some new protective tech. Samsung might promote it as a major innovation and slim the phone down even more. But here's the thing, people aren't as excited about super thin phones as they used to be. Just look at the Galaxy S25 Edge, which was sleek but didn't really sell as expected. Instead of shrinking the battery to fit a slimmer body, Samsung should have gone in the other direction. The smarter move would be to increase the battery size and then use the new technology to make it last even longer. That would have given them a real edge over their competition. Other companies are already doing this. For example, OnePlus has started using silicon carbon batteries in phones like the OnePlus 13, packing a 6,000 mAh battery in a compact frame. And early rumors suggest the upcoming OnePlus 15 could push that even further to 7,000 mAh. That's the kind of bold step Samsung needs to take if it wants to stay ahead. Even the Galaxy S26 Ultra, which is supposed to be the best of Samsung's lineup, is rumored to stick with the same 5,000 mAh battery it's had since the Galaxy S20 Ultra back in 2020. Sure, 5,000 mAh is still solid, especially with more power-efficient chips and better software, but the fact that it hasn't changed in 6 years doesn't inspire much confidence. It feels like Samsung is standing still while others move forward. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is also expected to underwhelm, with a battery smaller than 4,400 mAh. Is Apple about to miss its chance with the first foldable iPhone? That question has been floating around more and more lately, and for good reason. While perfection is often praised in art or design, trying too hard to get everything just right in the tech world can backfire, especially when the market moves this fast. Apple has always been known for polishing its products over time, and after 18 years of iPhones, it is still refining every corner and edge. But when it comes to foldable phones, that perfectionist approach might be hurting more than helping. We are still waiting for the first foldable iPhone, while other brands like Samsung, Motorola, Huawei, and Google have already tried their luck. The big problem is that the foldable market, once full of excitement, is starting to slow down. Back in the year 2022, global shipments jumped from 9 million units in 2021 to 16 million. And the next year was expected to hit 26 million. But instead, the number for 2023 only reached around 18 million units. Now, it is hard to even find solid figures for 2024, which makes it seem like the earlier predictions were way off. Reports already suggest that 2025 might bring a decline in demand for foldables. That is not the future companies like Samsung or Huawei had in mind. And for Apple, this slowdown puts extra pressure on whatever it is planning for the iPhone. Fold, Apple is famous for taking its time, and sometimes that works out. But with foldables, the window of opportunity might be closing. If they wait much longer, there may not be a strong market left to enter. And the foldables that are out now are not helping much. The new Pixel 10 Pro Fold is more of the same. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is not bringing major upgrades. The OnePlus Open 2, it got cancelled. This does not paint a very hopeful picture. Apple could have stepped in this year or even last year with a solid, basic foldable that simply works. It did not need to be perfect. It just had to function well, look clean, and avoid breaking during the first week. That is what Samsung failed to do with its original Galaxy Fold back in 2019, but things have changed since then. Expectations are higher, yes, but so is Apple's ability to deliver. Right now, the problem is that if Apple waits until 2026 or beyond, it risks launching a foldable iPhone into a world that no longer cares about foldables. There was a time when Apple could afford to wait. That time might be over. The best thing Apple can do now is release a first-generation foldable iPhone that covers the basics.